Welcome to what many call the greatest setting in college football. Husky Stadium in Seattle settled nicely between the Cascades and the Olympic Mountains, and it doesn't get much better or much louder than this. There's nothing quite like a great rivalry matchup in college football. The bitterness, the intensity, the lifetime of memories that will come as a result of what we're about to see in this one. As we'll see a team coming off a crucial bye week, the Oregon Ducks, taking on the 16th ranked team in the land, the Washington Huskies. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. The Ducks will put total leather to crank us up. Out of the end zone. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. The Huskies return team will have that offense backed up. And the adrenaline is pumping on overdrive in games like this, guys, and it's crucial to get your emotions under control.
No doubt. In rivalry games, you've got to limit the mental errors and you've got to limit the penalties because those will kill you, Pop.
And you got to come out under control. It means so much. We know that. The fans are all talking about it, but it's just football.
Leaves it with the running back. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
And that plays you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good one.
That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be third down. Johnson wants to throw it. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. Oh, what a grab by the defense. He'll try to take it back. He'll finally go out of bounds, but he was showing off all the skills after that interception.
Well, statistically, this defense is not one of the better units against the pass. They're trying to change that here today. What a great job tracking the ball down, making a play on it, stabbing it out of the air for a big interception early. That should be massive for their confidence.
You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. They go to the ground. How about that determined run inside the red zone? He's got 6. It's down at the 12. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Quick completion on the out. That completion takes them down to the 7-yard line, and they are ready to strike. This offense trying to quieten the crowd on first and goal, and they are not cooperating. And makes the grab in the end zone. Touchdown, Ducks!
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the PAT makes it 7-0. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they close the deal with the 7-yarder for the score. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. And they thought about a return, then thought better of it. They'll bring it out to the 25. Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. Boy, they hope this next drive is more productive after throwing a pick last time, Jesse.
Yeah, and the coaches did a good job on the sideline there, just talking to the young quarterback and making sure he's able to turn the page, calm him down to go out and refocus this drive.
Yeah, and some people do that better than others, but you got to show some trust in him, maybe get the ground game going, help around him a little bit with the system.
When you reach this point in the season, these types of games, top 25 matchups, really determine whether you're going to be a contender.
Yeah, and really show what you're going to be the rest of the season. How are you going to finish strong throughout the season? You know, the first part of the season, now getting to the middle of the season, Palmer, getting a chance to show what you're about so you can finish strong.
It's a resume builder, no doubt about it. And really, there's been so much anticipation building up to this top 25 matchup. So which team can control their emotions, I think, goes a long way in who wins this one.
Fourth down, and the punt team sends it the other way. Fair catch, called for and made. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. David, they'd love to do what they did last time and put this one in the end zone.
You ain't lying. They did a great job. The offense was clicking. Everything went well, Palmer. They executed and got the touchdown.
And they really were in a nice rhythm as well. I'd love to see that here on the next drive, too. Just keep doing what you're doing. Everything seems to be working, and you seem to have this defense on their heels.
They get him on the ground, but not before he gets enough for the first down. Off the play fake on first down to throw. He just got rid of that one to save the down. Didn't see anything he liked. Now on second down after the incompletion. The give out of the gun. Not a lot of room, but found his way ahead for two out to the 26. Better find the ear plugged. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Makes a connection. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the first down. They'll run play action. Looking to the big tight end. He got a hand in there, knocks it away, incomplete. Maybe a little frustrated after that last incompletion. It's 2nd and 10 from the 38. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Connection to the right. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. Looking to go up top on first down. Getting some heat. Working that left side now. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down. And the Ducks come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. Couldn't make the connection on first down. Now here on second. Makes the grab. It's Jordan. Open space at the 25. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense. Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Operating in the red zone here on second down. Takes the handoff. It's Carlson. Brought down at the 7 after picking up 3. Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a first down without scoring. Third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Coming after it. Couldn't find anybody open, just threw it away, and that's a smart move. You want to avoid the turnover, especially in the red zone. It'll be fourth down. That is no good. And the margin remains at 7 after the miss.
And that's just a chip shot. That's just a field goal they got to make, guys.
And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. That last drive fizzled out, Jesse. They had to punt it.
Yeah, they did. And, David, they're just going to have to do a better job this time around erasing the mental mistakes.
And just trying to solve the defensive riddle, understanding what they're trying to do to you and attack them.
Johnson looking to throw. Nice defensive play to get a hand in there and knock it away. A 3rd and long coming up here. From the gun, wants to pass. And that ball is picked off. Didn't get much on the return, but what a huge play, and they are in business at the 24.
I love when people start to understand what we're doing defensively. If they're going to pass the football and that's where they're going to live, well, I'm going to live in dime. I'm going to bring more defensive backs on the field so I can cover more of these speed guys that they have out there. Great job by the defensive back, breaking on the football, making the INT, making the DC look very smart.
Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. And he intercepts it. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception. A veteran in this defense stayed locked in on his rules and made the interception.
And that's why as quarterbacks, you cannot telegraph the pass. You cannot stare down your receivers because these defenders, they're watching you. And that defender knew exactly where the QB was going with that football, and that's why he picked it off.
The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. One of the most valuable things a quarterback can have, David, short-term memory. Just forget that last pick.
You're dang right. Clear the mechanism. It's over, move it behind you. Some players can't do that real well, and it leads to more mistakes, Jesse. You got to just forget about it and move on.
And I think the coaching staff can help him too, David. I think you can get the running game going here and also give him some easy throws.
He looks that one in nicely. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the 1st down. Time has expired here in the quarter, and Oregon has the lead. 1 period in the books, and let's take a look at the stats. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game as we open the 2nd quarter. They'll snap this one from the 32. It's 1st down. Looking to move it through the air. They're bringing heat. Good job to avoid the negative play and just get rid of that thing. And after the incompletion on 1st down, this offense looking at 2nd down. Johnson wants to throw it. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit. They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. He'll just keep slinging it. Another incompletion on 3rd down. The Huskies will be forced to boot it away. 2nd time today they've been forced to punt. Signals for the fair catch and hauls it in just shy of the 30. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. After that last pick, David, they really need to take care of the ball this time.
No doubt. And Palmer, I want to know what Spurrier said to you on the sideline after a pick.
Do that again, and you'll be right here beside me for the rest of the game. You got to go out. You got to call your plays. And I hope this coaching staff isn't going to be afraid to throw it this drive.
He'll keep it himself. And he's brought down at the 40-yard line, and that'll be a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. To the air on 1st down. What a snag by the defense. Got room on the return. And a super return as he takes it all the way down to the 24-yard line.
And we know turnover margin is a huge part of winning ball games. Interception number 2. His quarterback has to do a better job taking care of the football. Don't force it. Take the high completion percentage stuff. Don't always try to go for the big play.
And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. After a punt on their last possession, they are set up in plus territory this time.
And honestly, it wouldn't have mattered if...
Fires deep toward the end zone. And he is finding wide open defenders all over the field. His 3rd interception of the day.
Have a day, young fella. 2 interceptions already? That's 3, 4, 5, 6 games for some people. A hot start, catching the football. He's acting like he's playing wide receiver out there. I might think about trying a different DB.
A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Using his legs, it's Carlson. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. He's looking to throw. Fires to the tight end. And that was some kind of collision between a couple of big bodies there, and he stopped from getting the first down. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
This offense is going to have to come up with a plan to block this guy. He is an absolute monster, and he showed you all his tools on that sack.
The Ducks decide to punt it away. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. He'll bring it back. It's Armstrong. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. Wide receiver shows motion. They'll run it from the gun. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. Stuck with a running game on 1st down. Now here they come again. To the ground with the back. Couldn't ask for much more there. A 1st down, and they're down to the 42. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Going up top on 1st down. And the defense will corral the quarterback, and down he goes at midfield.
And nice answer by this defense. You give up a big play, you go take a big play. Sometimes you get down on yourselves and one play turns to 2. Nice job by this defense getting a sack, creating some momentum.
Now the offense has to overcome the negative play after the defense comes up with a sack. Wide receiver now comes in motion. Johnson looking to throw. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm. Now facing a 3rd and long from the 50-yard line. He's looking downfield to throw. Blasted as he lets it go. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on 3rd down. 4th down, and the punt team sends it the other way.
Personal foul. Roughing the kicker. Defense.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Wide out in motion. Touch pass on the jet sweep. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground. They'll go to work on 2nd down after doing damage on the ground. Off the play fake. Caught near the sideline, it's Robinson. 3rd and short from the 28. Let's see if this is 4-down territory or if they just pick up the first here. Someone not clear on the snap count. It'll be a false start, and they'll move it back.
False start. Offense.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Here comes the 7th play of the drive on 3rd and 8. Pocket starts to... And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. The D scoops it up, and everybody reverses field. And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back for its own. And the quarterback just ran out of time there, and they were able to knock it free.
Quarterbacks have got to do a great job keeping 2 hands on the football, especially in passing situations like that, because you know defenders are swatting at the ball. Even if you can't see them, these guys, they're 6'5", 6'6", they've got long arms. They're trying to rip and tug away and get that ball out of your hands. A QB will learn from this play. He's got to do a better job with his fundamentals.
Offense getting set for 1st down. Quickly complete. He's brought down, solid pickup, but a little bit short of the 1st down. On 2nd down, will they go back to the ground game? He's looking to throw. Fires to the wideout. He makes a catch. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. They'll throw it on 1st down. Gets it out fast. That is exactly what you're looking for when you talk explosive plays. The defense finally able to make the stop. The Ducks with the 1st and 10. The give to the back. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line. 2nd down here, and maybe they've got time to get one more snap off before the 2-minute warning. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and we'll see if the offense can build on this lead before the break. On 2nd down, he'll fire. He wants it all. Throw to the end zone, picked off. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
Well, the defense was in cover 2, which means they had 2 safeties playing deep, and they took everything away from the quarterback vertically, forcing him to have to try to check it down. And a great job by the linebacker, jumping to throw and getting the pick.
The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. When you're playing from behind, you can't afford to give it up the way they did the last drive, David.
No doubt, you cannot give the football away. Again, turnovers are the biggest stats in winning and losing games. You're behind, Palmer. Take care of the ball, but we got to go get a score here.
Yeah, and they just got to do a better job executing. I like the game plan so far for them, but they just need to go out and do a better job connecting the dots.
A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the 1st down. He's looking to throw it. Got it in the middle. It's Robinson. There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer. Wants to throw on 1st down. On target over the middle. And he's brought down after a nice gain. And the Huskies want to move quickly. They keep attacking through the air. And they got him. They'll get him down for the sack. The hurry up now. 2nd down. Clock ticking. Johnson wants to throw it. Quickly to the tight end. Still running at the 40. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a 1st down.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
Finally, this offense starting to shake the cobwebs and get things moving. It's 1st and 10. He's going to pass. He finds his man. They make the stop after the catch, and still some work to do to pick up that 1st down. We got a timeout here late in the 1st half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. On 2nd down, they'll take to the air. It's caught downfield. And the defense was right there to make the tackle, but not before they get it to the 12 and set up in the red zone. Comes out throwing on 1st down. He caught it. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be 1st and goal. The offense quickly calls timeout to stop the clock. And that one sails through the back of the end zone. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. On 2nd down, looking again to throw. He snares it in the end zone. Touchdown, Washington.
Yeah, and the passing game comes through, man, and we need more of that in the 2nd half. An extra point away from tying this football game. You trailed a little bit in the 1st half, stayed calm. If this passing game can continue to heat up, look out in the 2nd half.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. Hit that one with some aggression for the point after. So here comes the kickoff after the touchdown, and the last thing you need right before the half is to give up a big return. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. They'll be able to snap it once more before the end of the half. From the gun, give on the inside. Really nice job to squirt his way up to the 31-yard line. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. On second down, he's looking downfield. Grab near the sticks. It's Bowers. He steps out of bounds, but he's got enough for a first down. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Thanks so much, guys, and I need not tell you, rivalry games always bring out a ton of emotion, and no surprise we saw just that in the first half today. And a compelling first half for a variety of reasons. Yes, there's a substantial lead to talk about, but I think it all starts with this defense that has more than made its share of big plays. If things keep trending in this direction, you can bet a ton of those backs and receivers are going to spend a lot of time in ice baths before the end of the day.
Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. And in a low-scoring game like this one, David, every possession is magnified.
And I think more than anything, it just gets frustrating. And you got to put that behind you. You got to see what this defense has been doing to be so successful. Palmer, now use it against him.
Yeah.
And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18. And how about this guy upholding that linebacker tradition of a Shaq Thompson or a Mason Foster?
And you think about those guys that can do a little bit of everything. They can play the run and be physical, but they have the athletic ability to play in coverage. Just versatile defenders.
You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. Third and long from inside their own 20. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Ducks will call on their punt team. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. So from his own end zone, the punt is away. On the return, it's Armstrong. And the returner will be brought down. And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. The sledding has been tough. Scores have been at a premium, Jesse, and every possession seems like it could switch the momentum of the game.
Yeah, Reese, for this offense, just feels like they just haven't been as physical. And for this offensive coordinator, David, he's having to go deep into the playbook just to try to generate a first down.
Well, and the good thing is there's not a ton of game pressure because the other side's not scoring either. But if you can find that one thing, get that one positive play, and then maybe you get those juices going, and something can start to build.
Third down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. He'll pull it down and couldn't quite find the crevice he needed to pick up the first down. Washington sends out the punt team. No return possible on this one. It goes out of bounds, and they'll mark it right around the 30-yard line. And now the offense will come onto the field again. He'll come out throwing on first down. Got the quick pass. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play. And here comes the offense on second down. He's looking to throw. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up. Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Using the quick game. Gets it to the 42-yard line, and that's a first down. The Ducks come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. And he was able to get away from one tackle, but plenty of help was on the way. Decent pickup on that play. Keep it on the ground. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. Even if they don't convert, picking up a few would give them a decision to make on fourth down. It's third and long from the 45. Feeling some heat. And the defense gets to the quarterback.
And a great job by the defense, dropping in zone coverage, all eyes on the quarterback, taking away the options, and then finally the pass rush gets home, gets him on the ground.
The Ducks send out the punt unit. Gets it away, solid distance, but more importantly, trying to keep it away from that return man. The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. It has been a complete uphill struggle for both of these offenses, Jesse.
It sure has. At this point, David, someone's just going to have to step up and make a play. Someone's got to break a tackle, make an incredible catch, and just give some life to this offense.
And whatever you can, whatever it takes. Don't worry about looking pretty. That's out the window. We've already looked really, really ugly. We got to find something that works to put some points on the board.
Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. Complete to the right. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs. They want to just keep throwing it. How about that play to get a hand in there and force the incompletion? Man, what a finish we could have. Tie game, 3rd quarter here, 2nd and 10. Johnson looking to throw. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack.
And the defense comes up with the sacks. And this defense has been dialed in all day. Really, really good job. This offense is going to have to find something different, do something to try to stretch this D and make them feel uncomfortable.
This is a 3rd and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Makes the catch. And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the 1st down marker. The Huskies will be forced to boot it away. He's getting plenty of work. 4th time we've seen this guy punt it today. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. David, the punter got some work last time. They'd like to keep him on the sidelines in this drive.
Yeah, it's not something you want to say very often. You don't want the punter out there. This offense needs to get back lathered up and get a little bit more of a rhythm.
Best way to do that, identify where your best players are and just get them the football. Give these guys some touches to kickstart this offense.
It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. The inside handoff. Pretty good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42. After the productive 1st down play at 2nd and 6. The give to the running back from the shotgun. Finally pulled down, but not before. Moving the chains for a 1st down. Inside a minute to go here in the 3rd. Got his man quickly. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7. Tried to pound it on 1st down, now back to the line. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up. What a ride. It's been through the first 3 quarters of this game. We are all tied up. Let's check out some stats. These two teams about to find out what they're made of as we open the 4th all tied up. Hoping to help their kicker out with a few yards on 3rd down because from here, it would be a 58-yarder. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a 1st down. And the Ducks come to the line with a fresh set of downs. The give from the gun. Dropped after a pickup of 3 down to the 26.
Small gain, I know, but again, the defense knows he's going to run the football. He's willing to run the football, not just drop back and pass, make him honor the run game. You got to do a lot of this.
Looking to pass on 2nd down. Get it out on the screen. And that one looked great on the grease board, but when they blow it up like that, the defense is going to win every time. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Got his man downfield. He was smelling that end zone, but they get him down at the 4 after the big pass play. And the offense is so close to the go-ahead score, they can smell it here in the fourth quarter. Let's it fly. Touchdown, Oregon. And with that, they move out front here in the fourth.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. And we're taking shots. We need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not, so being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get him. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Boys, if it's happening in college football, we've got eyes on it. Check this out. Bowling Green is currently trailing in this one, but it feels like the tide may be turning. This program has picked itself up before, and it's capable of it again today. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Central Michigan.
They're going to throw it to start the drive. And it is another interception. Just a terrible struggle for this quarterback. Touchdown, Ducks! The defense puts 6 on the board with a big-time interception return. They add on another one, and they're about to push their record to 5-1.
Man, what a play by this defense. You're trying to get the ball back to your offense, trying to salt this game away and get the win. Not only do you create the turnover, you get the touchdown. Now you take a 2-score lead late in this ball game. This defense just stepped up in a big moment.
On to attempt the try. And the extra point is true, and they have a 2-touchdown lead, up 14 in the fourth. They're lining up to kick it off after the pick 6, and that defense will come out feeling it. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. Well, the good news is they threw a touchdown pass last time. It was just to the wrong team, Jesse.
Well, that's an unfortunate part of the game for quarterbacks, but guess what? They do have it. So you've got to be able to turn the page here and lead this offense.
Well, I think you know this defense is going to be aggressive. They're going to jump routes. They're going to play aggressive. You got to take advantage of that. Maybe use that this time to your advantage.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. And now on 2nd down for this offense. Johnson wants to throw it. Unloads to the wideout. The pass is incomplete, but there's a flag in the backfield, and that shot the quarterback took might have been a little too much. I bet it felt good to hit that quarterback late until you got an earful from the coach and cost your defense 15. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. Offense gets set for 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Using his feet to buy time. At the 40, there he goes. This senior quarterback moving the chains and picking up a 1st down for his team. This Washington offense moving quickly down the field. Looking deep down the right side. And that makes 5 interceptions in this one. The nightmare is alive. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position. Line gets set, 1st down. They'll run the option. Cross the 30 out to the 33 and gains 4 on the play. Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down at 2nd and 6. The play action fake. Floats it out in space. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there. It's 3rd down from their own 34 as they try to keep the drive moving. From the gun, wants to pass. He's got it. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line. The Ducks will line it up on 1st and 10. He makes the connection. Excellent job working through the air. They're finding a hole in that defense and picking up a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They want that clock to run.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead, and the offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
And he'll go down, but he delivered the business end of his stiff arm to that defender on the way. They're down to the 32-yard line on 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down. Pulls and fires complete to the right. And that will go backwards. A negative play, and that defense on high alert that time. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this offense is that much closer to salting away a victory. From the gun, to give, looking for room. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. 3rd down, and this crowd will blow out a vocal cord to help this defense. Trying to get the edge on the toss. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. A first down run in the red zone. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line. The defense calls the timeout, and that's their last one of the half. On 2nd and goal, they go right back to him. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Oregon! That one puts them in really good shape to get back on the right track and get another W. That score looks as if this one might have put it a little too far out of reach.
Yeah, this game's pretty much over. That was just the icing on the cake. But, you know, speaking of cake, I'm kind of hungry. Can we get out of here? Can we finish this game so I can go get something to eat?
And the extra point splits the uprights, and they're up a full 3 touchdowns, a 21-point cushion in the 4th. The kickoff team out there set to boot it away. Bringing it back. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. And he's thrown another interception. He can be dangerous with the ball in his hands, but no room to return that pick, and they'll go on offense from the 21.
The #1 objective for a defense is to make the offense one-dimensional. Well, when they're trailing by this much late in the game, they're one-dimensional. They have to pass the football. We can bring more speed on the field. You see it. We know you're throwing the football. Nice break on the football. Nice interception. This one's almost over.
And with the game all but decided, this quarterback will take a knee. There is a long and storied history of great games between these two rivals, and this chapter adds another to that legacy.
Really impressed by the poise by the winning team as well here. They weren't overhyped in this game. They came out, they looked prepared, they were calm, definitely confident. And David, they were able to go out and execute well enough to get this win.
And it's hard in these rivalry games with all the emotions running so deep. Like, you sometimes get overzealous. Sometimes you get too many penalties. It's hard to rein in your emotions, but they did. They kept it in check, and now bragging rights for a whole year.
So that's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis saying so long. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.